papers are happening. Asia, China,
The US.
Algeria.
Algeria.
Okay, so we've broken it down, the research is broken down into 4 geographic regions: Europe, Asia, Africa, and North America.
Oh, was it just
And
India?
you'll find that, as some of you have mentioned, the vast majority of research so far is coming out of Asia. So we see North America 6, Europe 9, Africa 1, Eurasia 5, but 45 out of Asia. So hugely dominant quantity of research coming there. And that's obviously led mostly by China. This was back in the last 10 years or so, they absolutely dominated, 86% of research being published. That domination has reduced slightly, but it's nonetheless still very dominant. Let's not forget, the English language teaching this area is huge in China. Basically, every young Chinese person is learning English, and there's a massive industry supporting that. So it's logical in a sense that for a country of 1,300,000, that should be the case. But there is a part catch up by other regions as well happening. In terms of the focus of the majority of the research, quite an interesting finding, although maybe not surprising, that we're seeing the dominant focus has been higher education. So universities and university teachers and researchers leading that research in AI into ELT, I suppose, largely based on their own context, their own realities, so therefore higher education. But it does beg the question, though. Higher education represents, let's say 10% of educational students. The majority of students obviously are in primary and secondary, so there's a good argument to say there needs to be a lot of catching up in primary and secondary, because that's obviously the main focus of the education system at the end of the day. Whether that will happen or not, we will see. But let's hope so. I think that's where the impact of AI in ELT is obviously most strong and most felt and of most impact when children are young. So, the main areas, how is AI, or how can AI be used in English language teaching and learning? So I'm going to ask you to have an exchange number 1 opportunity. So you have 3 minutes with the 2 people next to you, or 1 or 2 people next to you,